sold out. It's almost sold out. So I'll show you guys. Literally, it's not a joke. You know how I was online with you guys the other day? It's almost sold out now. So you're going to want to make sure to get these. Like, the people are signing on to old ancient ways, old ancient methods of these kind of ways to lose weight. Hi. So it's almost sold out. So I'm even going to show you right now. So wood therapy, if you don't know what it is, it's a really great method to break down the fascia under your skin. A lot of us have a lot of toxin. I mean, really, if you're a human being, it doesn't matter. Fascia, fat, it all is, the purpose of it is storage, right? So there's storage of fat, storage of toxins, storage of anything that our body just does not need to, it doesn't have time to ingest because we keep stuffing ourselves with food, and just the environment, right? So from our food, from our water, like if you're not really drinking purified water or really making sure that there's minerals in your water, that's going to be a problem as well. But let me show you guys. So the wood therapy is literally sold. It's like, there's like, I think one, I'm going to show you guys right now. This is, so you guys are going to want to get it. I mean, I'm just saying, let me see. So right here, okay. So the wood therapy right now, and where you literally, like I was showing you guys the other day, there's even some videos of it on my page where I really show you guys like what I really do. Okay, so right now, 10 of these left. There's only 10. And so this, and then this one is sold out. This one's sold out. So let me show you, look it, sold out. Sold out. So, I mean, the only way you guys can get this one now is if you guys get the whole set. So you're going to want to make sure to get in the cart that's right down here. So this is the one where you literally, like, remember I was showing you guys doing the vacuum, like, and excuse me, oh, this is intense. You're going to want to make sure to do this. Literally, oh, how much is it? So this one, if you click the cart, you'll be able to see the price. And I believe you do get a coupon. Don't quote me on that. So this is only $5.59. This one, but there's only 10 left. There's only 10 left. So you're going to want to make sure to get it. Like, this is how, like, if you've seen a lot of the girls in LA, a lot of these models, they'll go to places where they get the wood therapy done before they do a photo shoot. They're getting off a layer. So my secret, which I don't ever see anyone really do, is they don't make them suck in and do the vacuum. So it's literally like, and you do it on the back of your thighs for your cellulite. I've been doing it for years. This works. You have to do it obviously consistently and like in combination with drinking water, making sure to, you know, obviously eat like less sugar and things like that. So if you click the little cart that's in the bottom, you can get it. And again, another thing that I do in combination is this bad boy. This is a game changer. So you're going to want to make sure to not miss out, because I mean, people are like, there's so many girls getting it now and seeing that it works. Like before it was like, nah, I'll just get liposuction, or nah, I'll just like try something else. Now people are like, oh, there's the red from it. But you obviously want to get like a really good oil, and then make sure to do it, right? Let me get some of I'm talking fast. So you're going to want to make sure to get like coconut oil, something like that. This one's already sold out. The only way you can get it is if you get it in the shop, in the cart. Also too, make sure as you guys are coming in, make sure to follow, make sure to follow, make sure to follow. All right. Now, it's not a joke. There's only, I believe, 10 left of this one. I think there's only one of this left. Literally, look. There's only one of this one left. So, yep, one in stock. One in stock right here. One in stock. So it's not a joke. This is how I've been getting rid of my cellulite. Again, I do my fitness bands. I work out like a lot with, this is really, I'll show you guys what I do with this one in a second. Only one left, so just saying. But this one is a game changer. This one. So again, make sure to follow as you guys are coming in. Also on YouTube, for those watching on YouTube, make sure to subscribe as well. Just head over to my TikTok and you can get these as well. So this, I'm going to show you guys, yesterday when I was on live, I didn't really get to show you guys the difference between, I didn't even turn on my light. I didn't even get to show you guys the difference between the two. Okay, so there's a reason why they made this, because this one was lacking something. Now I still use this in a sauna. Like you can see, I've been using this for years. It's like, it looks ran through. It literally looks ran through. But this one is the upgrade to this one, and I'm going to show you why in a second. So again, you're going to want to make sure to click the cart, and that's just what it is. People are getting things for Christmas, for the holiday season. You know, people are figuring out that some of these things actually do work when you do them with consistency. Like you're going to have to do it for at least 90 days. But it works. Like the reason why I've been getting a smaller waist, you guys, I gained 30 pounds. Let me tell you a story really quick. Let me tell you a story. And I'm going to be a little vulnerable right now, so just, you know, bear with me. Whoa. And I want to be able to read your guys' comments on here, so that way I don't miss any. So I'm going to tell you guys a story. So I gained 30 pounds about 7 years ago, and it was like a really weird time in my life because I had always been relatively in shape. And so for me, it really messed with me mentally. Like I wasn't used to being 30 pounds overweight. Like, and it came really, really quickly. So there was a lot of different reasons why this happened. So number one was a job that I hated. Okay, it was a job that I hated. Well, really quick, so before I dig in, let me actually put this one on first while I'm explaining this story to you guys. So, and a lot of you guys are going to be able to relate, and some of you guys may even be unlocked in some areas in your life and actually figure out why you're not losing weight or why you're struggling. So let me just put this right here. So this is the one that I had, and I got the other one because of, let me show you why. So I gained 30 pounds, now it's, 8 years ago now. And eating a lot of sugar, really, really, really stressed out because of work, living for happy hours because I just hated my job so much. So I just couldn't wait to get off and like go to happy hour. I was in a relationship at the time, and you know, when you're in relationships, you mainly eat a lot, right? So in relationship, I hated my job. I was commuting 2 hours each way a day in LA. For I was a district manager, so I was over 7 different locations in the greater LA area. So I had to commute all over LA, and I was in crazy traffic. And I just was like, you know, really relying on food and sweets and things like that to get me by. Also, I just kind of like really felt lost because I knew I wanted to be doing something else with my life, but I just didn't know what. And I didn't know, you know, 10 years ago, things like mental health and all that stuff, like it was maybe always kind of hovering, but it's huge now, right? So it was kind of like you just got to suck it up, especially like me being an older millennial. Like I come from the era where it's just like you have grit, grind, you just suck it up, you keep going, like it's very masculine energy. And I think that some women can relate, like we want to sit back and be feminine. And so anyways, okay, really quick before I go to the next part of the story, because there's some tea in this story. So as you can see, I do this, right? So you see these all over the internet too. This is the problem with these ones. See how it doesn't go low enough? Like it doesn't go low enough, and then it pushes out. So like sometimes like you can have this on and you may even be creating a pooch, right? Instead of like, so you really have to like suck it in. You don't have a lot of, it's only this big, right? So this is why this one's better. And I'm going to show you guys, you're not going to want to miss out. And there's only a few of these too. I believe there's only 15 of these left. So again, if you want to tap in, make sure to get the cart. Also too, make sure to like and follow. Some of you guys are coming in and not following. Like, what's up with that? So, I gained 30 pounds. Now let me show you why. Now this is a game changer. So I gained the 30 pounds and I woke up one day and was like, what the hell happened? Like, where did this come from? Then it really messed with my confidence. And I was also, not in my younger 20s and teens and stuff like that. So I was like, okay, now I'm older. Now it's harder to get the weight off. Now I'm even more stressed. Now I'm lost in life. Like, it was just a lot. And I don't know if any of you guys can relate to that, but like, it's not a good feeling when you're used to seeing yourself a certain way, and all of a sudden, like, that person that you're used to seeing in the mirror is just gone. And I gained the weight like in like the matter of like 6 months. It was crazy. So my hormones were all over the place. So I wish someone would have told me this, what I'm about to tell you guys 10 years ago. I wish someone would have told me this. So you guys are going to be happy that you're here with Big Sister Auntie Cece or whatever. Okay, see how high I'm going with this, by the way? So if you have like issues with like back rolls or back fat, I don't necessarily have that, to be honest with you, but if you do, look how high this goes. So you can hit that, okay? Also to make sure to follow, and there's only 20 of these left. So now I'm gonna go back down, and I'm not even pulling it as tight as it should go. So now, boom. Now watch this. Watch what I'm about to do. See this? Boom. See how far I just pulled that down? It goes all the way here. This one, the other one, was up here. So then you want to hit that, right? Just do the last little layer of, and you want to suck in too. This is what all the girls do. Okay. And guys, I know guys want to do this too secretly. Like, even if you're a masculine guy, like, who wants to walk around bloated and all that stuff? So this is why this one's better. Ooh, oh my God. Oh, okay, hold on. This is why this one's better. Because this one, look how low I was able to bring it. So there's only 20 of them left. Again, if you guys want to check this out, it's in the cart. So again, I was 30 pounds overweight. I was like, what the hell? So then I just went on a rampage of like really trying to figure it out. Because I was like, I tried like damn near starving. It seemed like I would look at food and not eat and like gain. I was like, what is going on? So what I started to do to lose the weight, first of all, I got in front of my stress. Like, I don't think you guys realize how much stress really messes with your hormones. If your hormones are in fight or flight, just forget it. You're not going to lose the weight, especially if you're a woman, and especially depending on your genes, right? So your genes, and like if it runs in your family, it's just going to be even harder. So your cortisol levels spike out of control. Your estrogen's out of control. Your progesterone is out of control. And those three, especially for women, when they're not in sync with each other, it's over. So you could even do, it's not going to work. So I got my stress levels down. I ended up quitting my job. Isn't that crazy? I quit my job with no other job lined up. That's how serious I was about my mental health. I was so stressed out. I actually was really good at my job, but I hated it. Like, I literally would dread, and let me know in the comments, has anyone ever hated a job so much? Like, you're literally wake up, eyes are bloodshot because you probably were up late last night trying to, like, I don't know, just avoid the fact that you have to get up early and go to work. Then you're like going to work, you're resenting it the whole time. Then you're like living for 6 p.m. to clock out. You get to work, you're at work, you're hating it while you're there. You're thinking about all these times you used to have in high school and college. And it's just like, I mean, have you guys ever been through that, or is it just me in the world? Right? Again, if you want to get this, make sure to click in the cart. Now you see why. So you're going to want to wear this before I finish the rest of my story, because I'm going to tell you exactly what I did to lose the 30 pounds 8 years ago and never gain it back. And obviously I'm older from 8 years ago, right? So you would think it would get harder to never gain that kind of weight back, but it's now become very easy for me to maintain my size, right? I'm actually trying to lose, like tighten up and lean out a little bit more, but that's just I'm happy with where I'm at. It's just a personal preference. Again, as you guys are coming in, make sure to follow, make sure to check out the cart. There's only 20 of these left. This one, when we checked, there was only one of these left, by the way. So this one hit your cellulite. Like I was showing you guys on my previous live video, how I really use this and I really get in there. Let me just do like a couple. Obviously you want to have some oil on. Just make sure to do coconut oil, almond oil, jojoba oil, olive oil. You're not gonna. This feels good. This is a stress reducer actually. Only one more of these left, so you guys can check the inventory for yourself. Only one left. Let me see. Is there any even? Yep, let me see. So it's like these things work. And a lot of, the thing is, like, when a lot of the girls are getting, because I live in LA, I know a lot of women, tons of women that have gotten surgery. And that's perfectly fine. There's no issue with getting surgery, but they admit this themselves. Once you get one surgery, what happens is you get addicted to wanting to do more. Like you're kind of never really satisfied. You never end up getting satisfied. And so what happens is they go on like an addiction spree of just like constantly wanting surgeries. And if they would have just kind of like slowed down and checked in for a year and did these natural methods like the wood therapy, eating a balanced, healthy diet, moving your body more. How many of you are really walking 10,000 steps a day? Even I'm not. Like I actually just got a jump rope that has like a calorie and step counter on it, because I'm not walking 10,000 steps a day either. Like we are slowly atrophying the more we don't move our body. So moving your body more, eating high protein, low carb diet, it depends on of course, your bio individuality, but some of you guys need to up the protein, eat a little bit less carbs. And if you are eating carbs, make sure to move. And if you're wondering why you're not losing the weight, then it's probably because your carbs are too high and you're just not moving, right? And to be honest, this is another thing that people don't really realize. I'm trying to get to my page. What a lot of people sadly don't realize is that working out is kind of like processed food. And let me explain what I mean by that. So if you just work out 30 minutes a day and then sit for 10 hours and then you eat 3,000 calories a day, it's science. Like it's not going to work. Even with bio individuality, maybe there might be a couple rare people that can do that. Most of us can't. So really quickly, I just want to see this is, you guys, it's starting to sell out. So I'm trying to check it to see if this one was like already bought, because this is like, that's not a joke. People are really realizing that these things work, and it just feels good. You can do it like with a partner. Yep. So there's only one more left of these, and there's 14, and these ones too. There's only 14 left. There's only 14 left of these. Only 14. So I don't know. Are you trying to get snatched next summer? But anyway, so yeah. So a lot of the girls in LA they're just addicted to getting more surgeries, and they're addicted to skin tightening and spending thousands and thousands of dollars. And then they're finding things like gua sha, things like wood therapy, things like, you know, going to the sauna, the steam room, you know, doing this, right? Like, and then I'm just going to have this on. I'm actually going to go run some errands. I'm going to have this on. And this one, again, is really good because it goes low. So that's why I feel bad. You could tell I've been using this one for like a really long time. But I'm still going to use this one in the sauna because I want to keep this at high quality. Like, I don't want to get it wet in the sauna or a steam room. But this is my go-to. This is going to be the one that I travel with, especially, you know, when you feel like bloated, things like that. But yeah, you know, a lot of the girls now that get surgeries, they also go and do this. And then it's like, sometimes, you know, maybe they're sold out, or, you know, on appointments, or maybe they're on vacation and they're like, dang, I really wish I had the wood to just like take a layer off before I, you know, get in the pool, or, you know, get in a bathing suit. So depends on your lifestyle, obviously, but it's, if you're wondering, also too, if you sit on your butt all day, like, this is like what's going to activate it. Like, so I'm still trying to get rid of some of my cellulite too that I have left. Just a little bit more left. Right? So this is what I do. I'll put on a podcast. You know, if I have to take a phone call, you know, whatever, like in the evenings when my day's done, I'll just do this. Sometimes I even do it like on a self-care Sunday. So again, there's only one more of this. So yeah, so how I lost the 30 pounds, long story short, I'll actually do another live and really dive deep into each step, but I significantly reduced my sugar. But that was hard, guys. It was hard. So what I did was, I couldn't just do it off of sheer willpower of like, just, okay, I'm not going to have no more sugar. So I started drinking more green juices. What green juices do is, because it's a whole food, you know, pressed into juice, it takes away the craving for the sugar. It helps with that. So I did green juices, less sugar. I looked at every single thing on the back of a can that said that it had sugar in it. And a lot of the you know, like the dressings you get and stuff from places, you know, peanut butters, a lot of like those dried fruits that people get, like they think it's a healthy snack. They put more I'm like talking so fast, my hair's, they put more sugar in it. So you'll get, yeah, so do I. I love sugar too. That's why I still eat it. But let me tell you how I eat it. So have you guys ever heard of strategic indulgence? This is how I lost 30 pounds and I never gained it back. I wish somebody would have told me this 10 years ago. Strategic indulgence. Let me know if you guys have ever heard of it. Again, make sure to click the cart. Check this out. There was only one of this left. There was 10 of these left to really get in. And then also too, this is really cool because you go on the back of your, like all over your entire body. And then you do the gua sha on your neck. So, see that? I do gua sha. So your lymphatic system, it has, of course you want to make sure that, you know, have oil. And your lymphatic system just gets backed up with a lot of fluid because a lot of us aren't drinking enough water. So a lot of times, like, you'll think that you need to lose weight, and maybe you do a little bit, but it's really like, you'll be like, oh, my face is like kind of fat. Especially if you wake up in the morning and your face is puffy, it's probably because you have a lot of excess water sitting in your system because you don't drink enough of it. Hopefully you guys hear me? Hopefully you guys can hear me. This better be on. That'd be really annoying the whole time. So I just do this. I'll do this in the shower. I'll do this. I haven't had a problem with it getting wet or anything. I'll do this in the sauna. So I have a little metal one, and I also bring this. So you go here, and then you go down. And then there's like a gua sha. There's a whole, people have YouTube on just like, you could just sit back, put on your favorite music and just like put the YouTube on mute and just follow the girl teaching. Like they'll do entire you know, sessions. So here, and then you want to, you know, go on your face, but I have a smaller one for my actual face, but this one I do use on your arms. You want to push toward all your like different, you know, your armpits. It's mainly your armpits, and then obviously, you know, going down anywhere where you have a hole where you drain. So that's why I love you. Just really get in there. So that's how you get the chiseled. So I'm on my journey of getting a chiseled jaw. So that's another game changer. Chiseled jaws do not run in my family. It's not like, it's not genetic. Like this is definitely like, I actually did a video on YouTube where I showed I was in Egypt and my face was like really puffy. Like it was really, really inflamed. And so I showed the difference, and that was 5, 6 years ago. Obviously, I'm 5, 6 years, more years on the planet, right? So you would think it would get worse, but no, I've been able to stay on top of getting do the lymphatic drainage on my face. So it's not a joke, guys. This, also, if you're a guy watching, first of all, I have stuff for guys on my shop. If you click out of the live and you check out the whole shop, there's like some dope sweatshirts and things that a lot of my guy friends had picked and were like, yeah, like we would buy that kind of stuff. So there's some really dope like sweatshirts, some hats, like just some dope gear. But if you're a guy and you don't know what to get, like your sister, or you know, get like your aunt, no one's going to be offended, because this is not stating like, oh, you're getting fat, you need this. This is a stress reliever too. Like you could even put this on the ground and rub your foot over it, and it gets out a lot of tension and a lot of the stress that, you know, is sitting inside of our feet. That's why it feels so good when you get a foot massage. Just to like do a quick relief of that, you can actually put this on the ground and rub your foot in it. But other ways that I lost the weight, I made sure to move all day. Like I would even stand up just in the house. Like if I was on my phone, I would just stand up in the house. I was walking on the treadmill, and I wasn't doing like crazy workouts because again, I didn't want my stress to shoot up. A lot of women, this is a ticket. This is a nugget right here. So you're going to want to tap in with this. If you are a woman and you're doing 45, 60, 70 minutes of cardio, just say bye-bye to trying to lose the pounds. It might work a little bit at like for the first couple weeks, and then what your body will do, it'll just adjust. I learned that the hard way too. So I just started walking more and lifting weights. I actually paid $5,000. I paid $5,000 to get trained on how to build muscle because I just didn't know how. I was a dancer when I was younger. I was kind of naturally in shape from being a dancer. Then I gained 30 pounds, and then I was able to get it off. But I was like, I kind of just feel loose. So then I learned learned how to build muscle, and I'm still on my journey with like building muscle. Like you can kind of see it like in my arms and things like that, right? And like building my glutes, and you know, trying to lift this thing, keep it as high as possible for the rest of for as long as possible. So building muscle and walking, and if you do high intensity workout, just do it for 20 minutes, maybe 25 minutes. But if you're gonna do something on the treadmill for a long time, just walk. Just walk for an hour and just relax and just read a book or relax and watch a podcast. Don't run for an hour unless you're training for a marathon. That's a different story. That's not for this type of live. They're not even doing it to lose weight. If you notice, a lot of the people that do runs, some of them are like, they're big, but they've trained their body to run for a really long time. Thank you so much. So again, there's only one more of this. There was, when we checked earlier, I believe there was 10 more of this. 10 more of this. I also make sure to do my bands. Like these are, you could tell I've been using this. Ooh. These are like, okay, so let me just show you guys. I might be a little bit restricted because I have the trainer on, but I don't like to work out. When girls work out with trainers, I don't know how they do it because I like to really breathe. That's the only, like when you're doing progressive overload and you're really lifting a lot of weight, that's another way too. Like you burn more fat when you're not doing anything, when you lift weights. That's another trick too on how I lost 30 pounds and never gained it back. It's kind of like our bodies, it's just built into how our body's made. I don't know all the kinesiology education behind why that is, but when you are working out your muscle for like 24 to 36 hours after, your body's still burning and using energy to like fuel that muscle. So, which is really dope. So again, you've seen these all over the internet. These are not anything like profound, but this was my go-to. Like every time I travel, I use these at home too, but when I travel, I make sure to take these because I want to work out while I'm traveling, and like kind of try to keep up with my gains as much as I can. So, I mean, there's just hundreds of different workouts you can do with this, but of course, you know, the basic squats, right? And then I'll just, whoo, and then what I'll do too is I'll get like hold on to something and then I'll do, just like bounce pretty much and like get like have my back up as much as I can and just bounce. So that, oh my gosh. Then also too, what I'll do is I'll try to do 50, keep it up, 50, 50. I'll even like get on all fours, have my foot like be up like this and like, you know, do that. I mean, there's so many, but ooh, I believe this one's the medium. So this is like if I was doing like 20 pounds. And then I believe the one that's the heavier one, and then I think there's an even heavier one. So it's like 20, 30, 40. So you would think like, as long as you have some kind of resistance, like you would think that this wouldn't work because it's just a band, but these are as if you're lifting weights because the resistance is so strong. So when you're doing something like this and you're doing like the, you know, it's like, hold on, let me hold on to this. Ooh, it's as if you're doing almost like you're lifting up weight, and you could do the hip thrust with this too, right? That's really good too. Also too, people are asleep on doing things like this with the band on, like where you just go in a circle and get a crazy burn. That's really good too. This is really good. Get that cellulite on the side. The more I didn't realize this either, but like I always thought like running a lot would like run off my cellulite. It actually kind of made it worse. Like maybe I got a little bit thinner, but I had no muscle. Like the muscle was like loose, right? So when you're doing this, you're building and sculpting. And so the muscle starts to get built and then it pushes the cellulite out. So it's like there's like muscle there to like pop the dimple out. Does that make sense? So just like some little tricks on like stuff that I've done. But also, ooh, this is another one that I do too with this. So I'll have this on the ground and I'll put it on one foot. And you know when people do like they'll be like this. Let me see if I can. They'll be like this, and then they have, oh shit. They'll have the that's why I don't do this. I don't work out in the bathroom. But they'll have this, and they'll have two weights. Maybe just one weight. They'll be like this, right? Or they'll have two weights. Well, you could do this. Like I do this in the sauna a lot. I'll take the band. Okay, so you see it. You know, band's just like this, and then and it's really tight. So I'll do this. Whew. Oh my gosh. Let me see if I can go. And I'll go. Oh my God. And you could really feel it here. So I'll do that on each foot too. Like if I'm in the sauna and I want to get like a quick burn in. Whew. So on this foot. So it's as if I had weights, but like instead of like lifting up, like, well, yeah, no, I'm still lifting up, but oh man, that burns. So I do that. So you could do a lot with this. Okay. I'm going to get my heart rate up and all that. What else do I do with these that are like jump squats with these? Pretty much like if I have, when I do, this is a good one. Okay, there's a lot. So with these, if you don't have weights that you can get a hold of, okay, this one's really good. Bulgarian split squats. So of course you could do it with weight, right? And go down. And make sure your body is like kind of like forward, but your back is straight, but it's just slanted forward. Not like, but you want to make sure you're like that, right? And then you're doing the Bulgarians. Woo! Woo! If you don't have a band, like what do you, it's like, I don't know what you're doing if you don't have a band. So see why I don't like to have a trainer on and try to work out, because you want to breathe correctly. So those are just a couple of my tips and tricks, guys. I have like 100 that I've embodied. Like they're just part of, it's going to seem like I do a lot, but I guess I kind of do. But like, it's just such a part of my routine now after doing it for, like, I started my actual, outside of dancing, my actual focus on like body composition and all that 10 years ago. And then I've just gotten like more information over time. And so, you want to breathe. You want to breathe, took me out. Yeah, I want to breathe. Like, I don't know. It'd be nice to breathe. That'd be kind of cool. Like while I'm working out, it'd be kind of nice to use my lungs, because like, I don't know how women are just doing all, they're hitting the squat, they're hitting the deadlifts, and it's like everything's so constricted. I'm like, how are you even pushing through? And then again, why are you, maybe if you're doing a competition, but like, really? Like you got the trainer on and you got the sweat jacket on, and you got the thing, the thing around each thigh right here, right? And you got the ankle weights on, and you got the weights in the hands. Like it is just like, and you're going hella hard. Like you are stressing your body out. Like, and you wonder why you can't lose the weight, because your cortisol is through the roof. You know what I mean? It's just, it's a lot. Like, so I learned that for a lot of women, headed to the next decade of their life, men too, but men have a lot of testosterone, so they can handle it differently. Women, our estrogen, our progesterone, and our cortisol, when those are out of sync with each other, it gets very frustrating to lose weight as a woman, because we think like we're doing all these things and then nothing's working. So then we want to just go get surgery or go get lipo. But our body reacts very differently to stress than men. So you see men doing more, or you might see like a fitness trainer training a woman and then he's having her do a lot in that one clip. But in reality, like with normal day-to-day people, that's a lot of stress on the body when you're not doing it correctly. So just take your time, ease and flow, up your protein, do progressive overload over time. And when I trained with the trainer for 8 months straight, paid over $5,000 to really learn this. What I was shocked about was that there wasn't a lot of different workouts that we did. Like on the internet, you'll see hundreds of different ways to do a squat, hundreds of different ways to do a deadlift, like all these different things. And he's a professional bodybuilder and trained a lot of men, a lot of women. And he just would do the same 12 to 15 types of workouts for legs. It was just like, the only difference was that we were just adding more weight like each week. But it was like, okay, today is going to be a hip thrust. Today we're going to do squats with the band on. Today you're going to, do leg lifts. You're going to also do the lunges, and you're going to do everything correctly, right? Not just like, oh man, this sucks. Like this hurts. Like, no, you're going to really make sure your chest is up and you're going all the way down, right? You're not like just and like caving and like doing all this stuff. It's like down, right? And then going up. So we were focused a lot on form. We focus a lot on the, yeah, it is very dangerous what people are doing, but we focus a lot on the mind body connection, right? I'm sorry, the mind muscle connection. I didn't know that was a new one for me. I didn't have to pay as much as I did to learn that, figure that out, but I didn't really know how important it is. Make sure also too, you guys are following and liking and all that stuff to make sure to alert the algorithm for someone that can benefit from this information. But a lot of times, like you could be doing something and you want to work out your butt, but then like, so say when people are doing lunges and they're like, I always feel it here, but then they keep doing lunges thinking it's going to like eventually hit their cheek, their butt cheek, but then they just keep doing lunges. It's because you don't have mind muscle connection. So you got to like adjust your body to where you then feel it here. So when you're doing a lunge, you're really going to feel it on both, but it's like at different times in the movement. So sometimes like if you're like just if you're further back, you're going to just feel it in your quad. But if you're going forward, you're going to feel it in your glute. You know, if you're going forward, but if you're like more up, you're going to feel it. Like I don't even feel it. Like barely feel it here, but I mainly feel it in my quad. So you've been working out for 10 years. Yes. Well, I've been working out my whole life, but like actually doing weights for like 10 years, but actually doing it correctly for 2 years. Right? You're flexing and using the muscle you want. Exactly. Exactly. I didn't know that before. Like I've been doing squats for years and was not doing them correctly. Just wasn't. So that was unfortunate. But so again, a lot of these things are selling out. The wood selling out for the ladies. Every woman needs this one over this. If they have this as a gift, get them this. Get this one for your sister. If you're a woman and you're like, I don't really use those, but I know someone that would benefit, get it for them as a Christmas gift. It's a really good stocking stuffer if you want to like do like a little package. But a lot of people have been using this and like everybody's body's so different. So like on this, if you think about it, it's just one size. Only difference is the length sometimes. But the fit, like this part, like from here to here, it's always just the same. And so that's why they came out with this one, because it's like, you know, if you have a short torso, if you have a long torso, if you are, you know, have a lot of circumference in your midsection, like you may need more of a wrap, right? Like this, if you're already, you know, this, if you're bigger than that, it's like how that's not fair for women that are trying to, you know, utilize something like this. And like, it's just they don't come big enough. So that's why they came out with this one. You have so many questions, too much to type. So definitely check out my showcase. It's like the little purse in the bio if you want to look at the other stuff. But I just mainly been showing some of the stuff that I use on a daily basis. I believe this one is just done. This one's sold out. I mean, you could check, but this one, the one that gets rid of the cellulite, last time I checked, 20 minutes ago, it was sold out. Something said that it was sold. I believe it was this. So you could check, but this one is already done. This one's already sold out. So you can get it in the whole set that's available in the cart. But as far as like this by itself, you can't get it by itself anymore. Do you take any guests on your live? Sometimes. Whew. So, all right. Well, on that note, I got to get back to work. So I wanted to show you guys that stuff. make sure to follow, make sure to turn on any notifications to tap in with me next time I'm on, because I'm going to be showing a lot more stuff. Make sure to check out my showcase. Also, these lives I also repost over on my YouTube. So if you're like, oh, I forgot what she said, or I want to do a replay, tap in with me over on YouTube so you can catch up with, some of the stuff that I said, and you can send it to somebody else that could benefit from the stuff that I said in this live. Also, I'm also on Instagram, other stuff like that. I do have a how to lose belly fat ebook guide. How I lost 30 pounds, never gained it back. I've never yo-yoed. I've never had to do the yo-yo thing. We're like, oh, I lost 30 pounds, but then I gained 40, but then I lost 25, but then I've never done that in 8 years. 8 years, 30 pounds one time. And I was like, nope. I think you could be doing a lot of great numbers on social media. I appreciate that. Thank you. So tap in with me. All right. I hope this live helped you out. Catch me on the next one. All right. Bye.